Good morning, children. Today we will going to start a new chapter, chapter 12, reproduction in plant. So, this is the 12th chapter of class 7. So, reproduction in plants, already you have read in the class 6 about the reproductive part, that is a flower. Flower contain both male and female part or only one part. And by the process of fertilization, they bearing seeds, and from the seeds, the new plants are arising. So let me remind about the definition of reproduction. So what is reproduction? So reproduction, production of new individual of same kind. So same kind means like a mango plant or mango seed is giving rise to the new mango plant only. So production of new individual, a new one, but of the same kind, that is called reproduction. So you in the class 6 you have read about flower is a reproductive part of the plant, and that is reproduction through the fertilization process and produce a new one. Apart from the flower, other parts also available in the plant which are called vegetative part of the plant, like other parts of plants, other parts of plant like root, stem, leaves and bud. So if from these parts, other parts of plant like this plant are called vegetative parts. So plant also can reproduce through these parts. And if they are going to reproduce through these parts except flower, so this type of reproduction is called vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means if the plant reproduces the flower, that is the other one. Except flower, from roots, stem, leaves, buds, they can plants can reproduce. Those are called vegetative part. So the process is called vegetative propagation. So today we will discuss the complete reproduction in the plant. There are two types of reproductions in plant. We'll discuss that. What are the two types of reproduction? Let's see. One is your sexual reproduction. Another one is your asexual reproduction. So there are two types of reproduction seen in plant. So what is sexual and what is asexual? First let's let you clear about the definition. So sexual means reproduction through seeds. Reproduction through seeds. Seeds means flower also involved, because flower giving rise to fruits and fruits giving rise to seeds. If the new plant growing from seeds, so that is considered a sexual reproduction. Reproduction without seed. Reproduction without seeds. If the reproduction without seeds means which part? Like root, stem, leaves or bud. If through this the reproduction happen, that is called asexual reproduction. Simply remember, reproduction without seed. Seed is not involved. Any other part can be involved, but seed is not involved. That is called asexual reproduction. So simply you remember the reproduction through seeds are called sexual. Reproduction through without seeds is called asexual reproduction. Okay, I think you are clear. Reproduction through seeds, reproduction without seeds. So first, already that reproduction with the seed class 6 already you have read. We'll discuss it later on. First we discuss about the asexual reproduction. Okay, so asexual reproduction of here we are going to read about 4 type of asexual reproduction over here. Okay, the number one is your vegetative propagation, which I already told you. Now propagation. Second is your budding. Third is your fragmentation. And the fourth is your through spore formation. So here we are going to discuss about these 4 types of asexual reproduction: vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, spore formation. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one about this, how this reproduction happen and in which organism it happens. See why this category has done, because every organism, every plant is not going to be reproduced through samely. They have different procedure. So let's see on vegetative propagation which plants are growing, budding में कौन से categories के आते हैं, then fragmentation and spore formation. We'll see one by one and discuss it. So first we'll discuss about the vegetative propagation. So simply you write reproduction through vegetative parts. Reproduction through vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf and bud. If the reproduction through any of these things is happening, so this is called vegetative propagation. What do you mean vegetative means? This part are vegetative part and propagation means growth. So this is your vegetative part and propagation means growth. Growth means new individual, new plant. So if from this part a new plant is arising, so that is called vegetative propagation. Propagation means growth, okay, or arising. So let's see some example of this vegetative propagation. So you have know about rose plant. Rose plant does not contain any seeds. So what we do, we will cut the stem of the rose plant from its node and plant it into the soil. Water it daily. So we will see a new rose plant or new shoots are coming from that rose stem. So in the rose plant, let's see it is how it is rose plant. So rose makes how it is happening. So it is a stem, it's a node. So cut from this node, make a cut. So you got 2 parts of this, another part like this. Okay. Now plant in soil. Plant in soil and water it. Okay. While you plant this part in the soil, and this is a node part, you have planted. So you find after some days, after you going to watering it daily, you can find a new, this type of white type structure is coming from this node. This is called bud. This is called bud. From this bud, or this is called shoot part, this is again arising to a new stem and then leaves, then new plant. Okay. So many of the plant you can see a white color part is coming out from the node part, that is called bud. And if you're going to plug that, and after a little bit it is mature, if you're going to plug it and plant in the soil, that become a new plant. So this is the stem one, stem part. Let's discuss about the bud one. I'll later on go to leaf. So if you might have seen any plant, the soil, so you can see in the node of this stem, the white, this is called axillary bud. This is called axillary bud. You have read already about this. So this axillary in class 6, this axillary bud when it's little bit mature means थोड़ा सा growth हो जाएगा, then pluck it and put in soil. If you are going to put in the soil, you get a new plant. So this auxiliary bud also can give rise to a new plant, that is called from bud. Okay. So stem, let's see more example of stem. So you have you seen how the potatoes, ginger and turmeric are growing? So ginger, turmeric and potato are the stem of the plant. So when the farmer are going to grow these plants, they have cut it into the pieces and plant in the place in the soil. New plants are growing. So let's discuss about that, about the potato. So you have seen potato like this, and you can see this type of thing, no, scars, a mark on the potato. So these marks are called eye. What is called? Eye of the potato. So when the farmer is cutting this potato to make a new plant, so they cut the potato in the part where 1 or 2 eye must be present. Okay. Without eye, the plant cannot be growth. Okay. So like this, they can cut. So each piece is contain a eye. Then put in the soil. So you find that if it is like this part, you have put, this is the potato part. So after some day, after you watering it, after some day, the root and a shoot part is coming out. If you're going to put in the soil, so there's a shoot part and the root part is, then it become a new potato plant. The same way, the ginger and the turmeric also growing. They also having the eye, the scars in that. That scar is called the node of the other plant having the nodes, the stem part. No? This is stem. So this eye is actually the node of this stem. From this node only new roots and new shoots are growing and become a new plant. Okay. Come to leaves. You might have seen bryophyllum leaves. Leaf plant. Okay. This is very thick. So this is a bryophyllum. Bryophyllum leaf. So if in a bryophyllum plant, you must have seen the bryophyllum leaves, and after some day, if it's going to be mature, so you can find a small bud-like structure is coming. A leaf-like structure is coming from its outer margin of the leaf blade. Okay, and each part maybe contain 2 or 3 type of small leaves. Okay, after a little bit it mature, if you're going to pluck it, if it is by mistake, what? When it's mature, no, it start falling off. Okay, start falling. And if the soil, moisture soil, if you have, this one is coming to a moisture soil, so this become a new plant. So the bryophyllum leaves have from this blade of its leaf, so where it is growing arise, it's called its node. And from this node, if it is falling to the moisture soil, because it need a moisture or suitable condition to grow up, then it become a new plant. Okay, so this is about the bryophyllum. It's from the leaf. And root example, you know, radish, carrots, turnip. These all are the root of the plant. So they are the roots. They don't have any seeds. So we have to plant the root part and we get a new plant. So root ka example you can give radish, carrot, etc. Okay. So these are the examples of the plant which reproduce through its different part of the plant except flower, from root, stem, leaf, bud. I'll give some example from root. Examples: radish, carrot, turnip. Stem: potato, ginger. That is your turmeric. Leaf: bryophyllum. Bud: any of the plant. This is also, you can say, bud or any other plant which having bud growth and they can become a new one. Many examples are there. Okay. So this is all about vegetative propagation, reproduction through vegetative part like this, and these are some examples. Okay. Now we are going to move to the second type of reproduction in plant, that is a budding. I hope you understand this. Next we go to budding. Budding. So already you have read in the vegetable bud or outgrowth from the nodes of the plant. So here also same kind of thing. Here we take an example of yeast. So yeast is a microorganism. It is considered in the plant. Okay. So yeast, example is yeast. So yeast is a single cell organism. Single cell organism. It is a single cell organism. Means one yeast contain one cell. Okay, we are multicellular. Plants also multicellular, but this plant is single cell organism. So how they reproduce? See. So if it is a yeast cell, it is a yeast cell. Okay, this is a and you know from where the new individuals are coming, they are called parents. As you are coming from your parents, you are growth from your mother and father, they are the parents. So in the plant also, if something is new coming from the first one, the first one is called the parent. Now this yeast is now become mature one, so it is a parent cell. Okay, I can say it is a parent. If it is get a suitable condition, favorable climate and food, then it starts giving out bud, growth of this. So the next step should be like this. Okay, so an outgrowth, जैसे आपके बॉडी में होता है ना जो आबू होता है, an outgrowth, might have seen about that, you know about that. So like that, so after some days this outgrowth become prominent with another. Then if this outgrowth get the all the waters and the food, then they again can produce another bud like this and like this, a chain of bud. So this outgrowth is called bud and the process is called budding. Okay, so the chain of bud, this is your chain of bud. And after they mature, they got everything. If they are ready, they detached. Okay, they are going to be detached. One. and become a new yeast. Become a new yeast and growth. And again, when they are completely mature, they again do the same procedure. Okay, these yeast they are growing so faster when they get in the favorable condition and food. No, they're growing so faster. This process is very fast in them because they are single cell, so they don't need lots of time to be means form. Single cell can easily form. So this is the yeast cell, the parent one, then is an outgrowth, then is completely one. Then again that bird which is coming out, they giving us one, two or three or more birds, and they detached, separate, and become a new yeast cell. So this process of outgrowth coming out from the parent one is called bud, and process called budding. Okay. So here in a book only yeast is there as example. So take it as a serious, okay, budding one. So in the examination this type of drawing can come, so you have to practice it. Clear? Next we move to the third type of our reproduction in plant, that is your fragmentation. I hope you have understand this thing very well. Next we'll go to fragmentation. Fragmentation. So first we know what is fragmentation. Okay. Fragment means breaking or dividing. So dividing into two or more parts. When the single organism divided into two or three parts, that each part of it become a new individual, become a new plant. So we'll take an example over here, fragmentation. You might have seen algae. Example we take over here, algae. Green patches over pond or river or stagnant water. Stagnant water. You might have seen the stored water, especially in pond and stagnant water. We can see the green patches over that water bodies, and they are going. If you today you are seeing a little part of the green patches, next it become more. So they are reproduce fast if they got all the food, nutrient from the water, sunlight, everything. Algae is a green one, so they can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis, and they can get that carbon dioxide, oxygen from the water, nutrients from the water, and they grow. So algae, what a single algae is dividing into two parts. Okay, then each part become new individual. Again this new individual again divided into two or three parts. So they can divide into 2, 3, 4 parts, multiple parts, and each one is become a new. Again they started dividing themselves when they mature. But this process is very fast. That's why the green patches is growing on the river or pond very fastly. Okay, so algae is an example of your fragmentation, where they dividing themselves to 2, 3 or more or multiple parts, and each part become a new individual if they got the suitable condition for their growth. So green patches you have seen already. Also one example they have Spirogyra. That is very less available, means this available but you are unable to identify that. You can check in internet what is about the Spirogyra. So this is about fragmentation. I hope you understand. Next, the last part of this asexual reproduction is your spore formation. Already spore formation you know about in the first chapter of your book, that is your fungi. You can say mushroom is a category in the fungi or fungus. जो ब्रेड के ऊपर जो फंगस लग जाता है या पिकल्स में जो लगता है फंगस, how they are growing. So they are growing through the last part is your spore formation. So we move to the last part of this. The last part is your spore formation. Okay. So spore means what? This type of structure. So they are very very small. They cannot visible in our naked eyes. Now also in this air, the fungus spores are rotating. Okay, but they are not visible because they are microorganisms. They can only be visible under the microscope. This spore formation what are the parent plant, okay, producing lots of spore like this, dust like one, and they are revolving in the air. Okay, and they have a heart rotating. Okay, so around that they have a heart protection है. Okay, this protection helps them to withstand with non-favorable condition. Means, example I am giving over here fungus. So if you have seen the braid over the braid models, if you have seen that, so this type of small it is I have drawn very big, but actually this fungus one, okay, they are not that much big. The like this type of is there. Okay, and around that they produce a small, these are the spores. Okay, and these are have a heart protection around itself. वो क्या करते हैं? What is the function of that? Withstand with a non-favorable condition. Means if the condition, this climate is not good for them, the heart protection protect them. Okay, whenever they are getting any favorable condition, means the climate is good, they got good moistures, food and all, they start breaking that hard cover and grow over that, eat, खा के उसको, then they start growing up to the new fungus. Okay, so this braid model, if these spores are evolving and they got again a braid which is keeping outside for some days, so they got the moisture, the food, everything over there, they start growing on that by breaking their hard protection and become a new fungus. Okay, so this hard protection, when they getting favorable condition, start growing. So this is how this small dot or dust like structure coming from the organism is called spore. So these are called what? These are called spore. So they are forming spores, and from the spores which is revolving in the air or also water, when they get any favorable condition, they start growing a new individual. So from here we get a new individual. Okay, so this is the 4 type of. Also some more example is there in the fungus. Fungi to hai. One more, if I going to give fern. Okay, also mosses. So fern, you can see fern, it's also available in the open drains or pond sites. You can see, I can draw that plant. that leaf actually, they are actually mostly leaf, they don't have proper stem and all. Root hai and leaf hai. Okay, this is a green leaves are there. Okay, and at the below of the leaf, they having small spore like this. These spores are detached from the leaf side. If they get a Febrile condition, they become a new fawn. Okay, so this is how the reproduction in the plant happen through asexually without seed. Means the plant